On this episode, we're loaded up and hitting the road to South Carolina. Just a quick little drive down the country road. Alright, we finally made it to Relaxed Retreat here in Summerton, South Carolina. Right now, I want to show you the ADA cabin. It's cabin B11. We're going to go through and talk about the entire cabin and why you should stay here. So when you first come in through the door here, this is going to be one of the bedrooms here. You have a air conditioner on the wall. You've got some clothes storage, dressers, drawers. So you got a place to put your clothes. You got a little spot on the top up here to set things if you need to. And then you have a bed. Now, these beds are a little bit lower, and keep that in mind for people that need the accessibility and not having a high bed. So we'll kind of test the height as someone who uses prosthetic legs. Bed heights do make a difference, so we'll test that out shortly. But so you can see, I'm at knee height, and that is the height of the bed. You got a little window right there. So now we're going to go through and they are in the midst of replacing the deck, and they were upfront and told me about that. I'm really not worried that I can't use the deck, to be honest with you, but by the time you see this video, the deck will be finished and you will have full access to go out onto the back porch to be able to use the deck. So you just got a sliding door here, and you'll be able to go out enjoy that beautiful view of the lake right there. You've got 2 chairs and a table. This is the living room. You've got a couch. You've got a light. You got a plug-in right over there. There is a plug-in behind the couch. If you want to watch TV, you do have TV on the wall, if you so choose to, while you're relaxing here. Then you come in to the kitchen area, and if you get hungry, you have a Hunt's Brother pizza. You can call and order food. I had this little goodie bag, 2 waters, some popcorn, and there you go, Relax Retreat, Carolina King. Little personal note here with a phone number if I need anything. So right now you've got 2 chairs at the kitchen table. They have just redone this little cabin here, so it's got the good new cabin wood smell. So I've got all my junk over here, but over here you've got wash towels, washcloths, so all your toiletry, trash bags. So everything you need is going to be in here. You do have a full-size fridge, and yes, I brought the milk because we have in our protein coffee in the morning. Then you come in to the kitchen area. So you've got a stove, coffee pot, you've got dishes, you've got some more dishes in here, got a little pantry space, you've got an open sink. Now, I think this is the first place that I've stayed that has been an ADA room that the sink was cut out to be able to get a wheelchair under to access the sink. So, bravo. That's good thinking ahead. So, you got a microwave over here. You've got some more storage space up here. Cups, bowls. You've got coffee cups, fire extinguisher, place to put your clean dishes. So now what we will do is we are going to check out the bathroom. And if you notice, you come in to the toilet area. You have handrails that will fold up out of the way. And then you have the toilet paper that is put right on the handrail. So that makes it convenient and right there where you need to get it. So you got a little sink over here, and the thing I noticed is you can roll a wheelchair right in here and get right to the sink. So you are not obstructed by having all the flat counter that you typically have with kitchen or bathroom sinks. So they did put a lot in a thought into this, making sure that there's open space right through here. You could easily roll your wheelchair up to the side, or you can turn in here and come to the front and access the sink that way. So then over here we have a big open bathroom. So this is where you will access the shower, and I'm standing right at the toilet, so you can see that we've got plenty of room. This is the shower, and the one thing you are going to notice, there are no doors, no sliding glasses. You've got just a very small lip here that is rubberized to keep water from coming out into the floor. But the first thing you'll notice, you've got a shower chair right here. So you can transfer right over to the shower chair. Or if you're not able to stand for a long time, you need to sit down, you can utilize shower chair by sitting down. The next thing you will notice is you have your traditional shower head up here, and the handle for the water has been moved lower right here, and then you have a shower head right here that is easily accessible and within an arm's reach. Then you've got shampoo, conditioner, and shower gel right here, right beside the shower chair. So the one thing that I notice about the shower area is, I'm going to try to back out here as far as I can. So I'm standing over top of the commode, and you can see how open that this room is in here, to be able to get in here, to be able to turn around, maneuver. So very wide open space, very well thought out and planned, making this room. The bathroom, so you got a barn door. I just like barn doors. I think they look cool and they're easy to work. But this is the other bedroom. So you've got a window right here. Just give you a corner view of this room. So it is a pretty good size room. And you can also see with this bed, I'm going to go knee high with the camera. So this is knee high shot with the camera, and the bed is low. So we will sit on these and test them out and see how it is getting in and out of a shorter bed. My bed at home is taller, so I have to climb into my bed. And you got your breaker box here behind the door, trimmed out with wood, so it looks really good. And we got some good puppy dog pictures on the wall, curtains. You got blinds for this window over here. So very nice rustic cabin look and feel. It's very spacious. So when you come here to stay and you're wanting that cabin vibe, you are definitely going to feel it when you stay in this cabin. This is B11, the ADA cabin. If you want to jot that down, if you're wanting to come here and you need an ADA cabin. Now we're going to walk outside and we're going to take a look around the B11. Put my camera on a tripod and I've got it down knee high to give you a better angle of walking up and down the ramp. So this will give you an idea. Sturdy, no movement, coming down the ramp. It's no steep incline. It's easy to navigate, maneuver around. No dipping, no wobbling. So built very sturdy. So now we're just going to walk around. Man, I wish our grass looked like this back in Tennessee. So this is the outside of the cabin. You do have central heat and air. But let's just walk down this way, because I'll show you how close you are to the main office and to the marina here, the dock. So if you walk down straight from your cabin, you come out right here. Here's the boat docks. There is the store. So you are very close. And then you've got docks here. The boat launch is right over there in front of the store. You can see we're right back up here. You got a little fenced in area there. And we are back to the cabin. Alright, so I'm going to do the bed height test. So what I try to look at in heights, chairs, beds, is how easy is it to sit down and how easy is it to get up. So one of those things, being a bilateral amputee, is if I try to get up from this position right now, I could not push with my legs to do it. So I rely on my arms to be able to stand up. So here's what I look at. When I'm in this position, I want the least amount of resistance to be able to stand up. So here's what I would probably tell you for me with two prosthetic legs. I'm 6'2", keep that in mind. Is I like my legs to be more perpendicular with the ground. So right now sitting on the bed, I feel like my backside is slightly down, so that makes my legs feel more up. So it takes me more to generate energy to be able to stand up. Now, that is not a issue right here, because I can get up pretty easy, but I'm just keeping in mind if someone did not have the upper body strength that I had, would it be easy for them to be able to get up from a lowered bed? So for me, that bed would work perfectly fine. I will say for bed number 2, you can probably see this better. For me, this bed is a little too low for me. To me, this would be harder. So it being that low would put more strain on me to have to get up and down. Now, wheelchair, so I'm thinking wheelchair seat is here. If you're talking about transferring, so if a seat is here, so I would probably say for a wheelchair, this bed would also be a little too low. You would, if using a sliding board, you would have a downward slide, which may be easier to get in the bed, but I think it would be harder to be able to get out of the bed. So I think for a wheelchair or someone who has really bad knee problems, really bad back problems, or prosthetic legs, a bed this low might be a little more difficult to get out of. So, and I'll show you how I normally would get out of a bed this low, which is turn, push, get up. I'm going to use just regular kitchen chair as a guide. So you can see the kitchen chair is slightly taller than the bed. This is future me, and on the beds, I have talked to the owners and been in communication with them, and they are actually talking about installing an adjustable bed that you can adjust on the fly when you get there. So that issue is going to be addressed. So if you're thinking about booking that cabin, then the bed height should not be an issue when you book your stay. The one thing that I can say is that the people here are super nice. They're very friendly. When you first get here, they greet you. The staff is amazing. The facility here is really beautiful. If you cannot relax here, if you cannot have a good time, then you probably don't need a vacation. Sheer amount of cabins that they have here, the boat docks, the accessible fishing, the boat ramp to launch your kayak. They also have pontoon rentals. They are also doing kayak rentals. So if kayak fishing is your thing, you can rent a kayak here and go out fishing. If you just want a day on the lake on a pontoon being lazy, you can rent a pontoon here and just have a lazy lake day. This facility offers a lot for everyone, where if it's just peace and quiet and you want to take a lounge chair and sit by the water and read a book, if that's what you're into, you've got plenty of space to be able to do that. If fishing is your thing, you've got plenty of bank, you've got plenty of water here, whether it be on a boat, on a bank, on a dock. There's plenty ways for you to get plenty of fishing in here. The new owners here are putting a lot of effort into making this place a good family resort. They also do allow pets here. So I wanted to talk about my stay last night. Night one is wrapped up. The cabin was very, very peaceful. Did not hear any noise last night. Got a good night's sleep. The cabin sleeps very good. Touching from yesterday, going through and doing a walkthrough of the cabin, my only recommendation is just the bed height. Everything else has been laid out really good. The cabin is cozy, it's comfortable. So if you're staying here and you're getting the ADA cabin, you're going to be comfortable and you're going to have plenty of space. And I'm sure with some feedback, these guys are going to get those beds dialed in perfectly and get that figured out, which I will kind of talk to them a little bit more today. But that is the only thing that I can tell you that needs adjusting in this cabin. Everything else is spot on. The surroundings here is just peaceful. Had a couple of campfires going last night and just a bunch of families out having a good time. That's a wrap for the ADA cabin. If you are in need of an ADA accessible cabin, this is your spot right here. You are going to have a great time here. If you're looking for somewhere that's a little peaceful, if you're looking for something that's a little cozy, this place, Relax Retreat, has it for you. The staff is phenomenal, very nice. Multiple times last night, saw the owner coming around asking if anybody needed anything. Definitely they care about people having a good time here. So this is one spot that you definitely want to check out for a little getaway, to not have to worry about the hustle and bustle of the everyday noise and everyday life. This place is off the main beaten path, so you're not going to have all the traffic noise. It is a place that you can come here, just kick back, relax, and not have to worry about anything.